You're most welcome to today's lesson. As usual, it is news, our subject. And in the last lesson, we are looking at who is a child. And we say that a child is a person below 18 years of age. And we say that all of you there at home, even when you're at school, you are the children because you're all below 18 years of age. Like for me, I'm no longer a child because I'm above 18 years of age. And from there, we also looked at the roles of children at home. Or what do you do at home? For instance, we say that we have like mopping the houses, sweeping the compound, cooking food, carrying the babies. Now, and from there, we also looked at the roles of children at school. We looked at mopping the dormitories, arranging things in the classroom, sweeping the compound, collecting books and pencils in the classrooms. So today, we are looking at children's needs. Children's needs. Children's needs. Children's needs. When you're one, you are a child. But when you're many, you are children. Now, look at what you need. What should you have as a child? When we talk of the children needs, we simply mean the things which children should have in order to live happily. What things should you have so that your life is very okay, you're happy, you enjoy life all the time. That's what we mean by children's needs. Children's needs are the things which children should have in order to live happily. We say children's needs are the things that children should have to live happily. That's what we mean when we talk of children's needs. Children's needs are the things which children should have to live happily. Of course, when we talk of the word happy, it comes from the word happy. It comes from the word happy. When you're happy all the time, that means that you live happily. You live a happy life. So the children needs are the things that children should have to live a happy life or to live happily. Is that okay? Now, we know those things. Even you yourselves, you know what man should give you to be happy, what dad should give you to be happy. Or you know those things that they refuse to give you and you become sad. You cannot be happy anymore unless they give you those things. So what are the examples of children's needs? Examples of children's needs. Examples examples of children's needs. You know the things that you're given and you become happy. For instance, if your mom woke up one day and said, you know, Mary, from today, I no longer love you, I will not give you anything, cannot buy you a sweet, cannot buy you a chocolate, when all the time she stayed there, when you stay there, she does not have your time. Can you feel happy? No. So that means that your mom's love is no longer there. Or if it's done by your father, it means that your father's love is no longer there. And you will not be happy because mommy no longer loves you. So as children, we need love. We need love. Everybody needs to be loved. Everybody needs to be loved. You need your mom's love. You need your father's love. Even you need your brothers and sisters' love. Even at school, we need teachers' love. If the teacher woke up and said, you know what, Antonia, I don't love you at all. If the teacher is like that, can you feel happy? Can you feel happy really? You can't. So everybody needs to be loved. As we need to be loved, but we should also love others. Like when you're at home, at school, we should love others. So, love is our children's need. Everybody needs a love. Then we also have food. Food. We have food. I know everybody to live happily must have food. Because if you don't have food and you don't eat, you'll be hungry, you will cry, you'll be miserable, even you can end up falling sick because of hunger. So every child needs food. And without food, you cannot live. You can easily die. Also, we need medical care. Medical care. Medical care. For instance, here at school, whenever you fall sick, let's say you suffer from headache, you come running, teacher, my head is paining, what should I do? You cry. Just imagine the headache is killing you. You're dying of headache. You come to the teacher and the teacher says, do not go, don't disturb me, go and sit there. How do you feel? I know you feel very bad. But when you come to the teacher and the teacher says, oh, sorry, baby, then the teacher takes you to the sick bay, they attend to you, they give you the medicine, they give you the tablets, you swallow and you become okay. How do you feel? You feel happy because you no longer have the pain. And what they have given you is what we call the medical care. They've attended to you. What has been paining you has been cured. So, as children, they must have medical care. Then we also have clothes. Any of you can move naked? Can they tell you remove your dress, your skirt, your knicker, and just walk on the way naked? Or even within your house? Or outside along the way? Can you move when you are naked? You cannot. And I know nobody can even make a step when you are naked. So, for you to be happy, to feel comfortable, you must have clothes. You must have clothes. You must have clothes. Then we talked about food here. I know most of you, like at lunchtime, after giving you food, you go there, you wash your plates. After you washing your plates, I will see you going to the other side where we have drinking water. You run, go there. To do what? To drink water because you feel you need it. If you don't take it, you become thirsty, even your bodies can dry, even you can die. So we need water for different purposes. To bathe, you need water because you cannot stay when you're very dirty. You cannot put on dirty clothes. You cannot stay when you're like that animal which is ever dirty. And to make sure that you're clean, you must use water. So water is very important. You must have it as a child. So we are adding it here. We said water. Children need water. What else do children need? We talked of love, food, medical care, clothes, water. Now, you are at home. We are here teaching you because we want you to be educated. Even before the lockdown came, you could be at a school. Your parents drive you and you come to school to learn. And when you come to school to learn, what do you acquire? Which service do you get? The service you get is education. So, children need education. Children need education. We need to be educated. We know how to read and we know how to write. Even after studying, we've known how to read, we've known how to write, we get jobs. After getting jobs, we start getting money. And that money we get is the one we use to provide all the things we need. The medical care, you go to the hospital, you pay the money, they treat you. The clothes, you go to the market, you buy clothes, you put on. Food, you go to the supermarket, you buy whatever you have because you have money. So we need education. Now, these are the examples of the children's needs. Love, food, medical care, clothes, water, then education. So if you don't have that, if you are not loved, you are not given food, you are not given medical care, you don't have clothes put on, you are not educated, and you don't have water, that means that you will not live a happy life. And that means that you are there living miserable. You will never be happy. And that one should not be done to any child. When we do that, when the child is denied water, denied education, denied food, denied medical care, denied clothes, denied love, that one is what we call child abuse. It's what we call child abuse. I'm writing it here. Child abuse. I think most of you have ever heard of that, the child abuse. So, we say that if a child is denied love, food, medical care, clothes, water, and education, the child's rights or the needs have been abused. So that's why we say child abuse. And somebody can ask you that, what is child abuse? What is child abuse? Of course, we've now known child, what it means, and now we have this new term, abuse. So when we talk of the child abuse, we mean when the child is denied his or her rights. So we can say child abuse is when a child is denied his or her rights. That's what we mean when we talk of the child abuse. We say that child abuse is when the child is denied his or her rights. As a child, you have the rights. When we talk of the rights, we mean the things that you're entitled to have. And this child can be abused, or this child's rights can be abused in many ways. Like now if you want to look at them, you can say forms of child abuse. Forms of child abuse. When we talk of forms of abuse, we mean examples or the ways how the child is abused. For instance, now you're a girl, you are just 8 years, you are in the P.2 class. Now as you're moving on now, that very old man who is 40 years gets on the way and identifies you. Really, is that good? It is bad. So that form of child abuse is what we call defilement. Defilement. That's why you should be so careful as you are in a holiday, because dangerous men are there. They can get you and find you. So always make sure that you move with somebody, or you're in a group, or you're with your parents, because somebody can get you in the way and finds you. Then you also have child battering. Child battering. Like for us here at school, you always make mistakes, you do what? But if you made a mistake, then I got this ruler. I'm saying it, this chalkboard ruler. You come here, in front I tell this student that, you know what, this girl has, let's say, has stolen somebody's pencil. Then I get this door. I start beating everywhere, where I bang the head, I bang the face, I bang all the parts. Even I can get like fire and burn you. Is that good? So that one is very bad. So that's what we can call child battering. Then we also have child sacrifice. Child sacrifice. Like over the news or you see or watch that a child of 20 years has been kidnapped. And when that child is kidnapped, somebody can take, they cut off their head, they cut off some parts, then they throw the remaining body parts. That is the child sacrifice. Or like your father, your mother can say, somebody can come and say, you know what? If you want to become very rich, you buy 10 airplanes, a good number of vehicles, you want to have everything. Just give me your child. I take your child and you become rich. Then your father gives you out. Will you be happy? So that's what we call child sacrifice. Child sacrifice. Your father or your mother gives you out so that she can get what she wants. Then we also have kidnapping. Kidnapping. These people who steal people's children. Somebody comes home, finds you alone. Let's say your mom has gone for this shortcut, enters the house, gives you like a hospital, says, come we go, then they take you. So you should always be careful. Don't just go with anybody. Whoever comes across you, we say, God, come I give you this sweet. You also move. That person will give you a sweet, you follow him up and you end up disappearing. Those people are kidnappers. They are very bad. Then we also have forced marriage. Forced marriage. Forced marriage is also a child abuse. Now, like you're just there, you're at home, then somebody comes and tells you, Mom, you know what? I want to marry your daughter. Then your mom also says, yes, it's okay. You can take like this Agora. Take her when she's very young. She's just 12 years. They force you that you go and get married to that big man, that very old man, for you when you are not ready. It is very bad. That's what we call forced marriage. Then we also have rape. We have rape. Also, we had talked about the environment. Those when we talk of the rape, we mean whereby the rapist or that big man will come, get you either on the way or moving at night in the dark places, and he rapes you. So that's what we call rape. Then we have denial of food. Denial of food. Denial of food. Like you're at home, mom tells you no breakfast, no lunch, no supper. Or even if it's one day like he says no lunch, then you deny food. That's what we call denial of food. Then we also have banning of children. Banning of children. Banning of children. Let's say at home, you have done something wrong, then your mom or your aunt at home, the punishment she gives you, she gets like your hand. Let's say you have gone to a saucepan of food, you've picked food without her permission. Then she gets your hand, she puts like on the charcoal stove, she burns you. That one is the child abuse. And even if they to give the punishment, they should not give you such punishment. Even you, when you grow up and you give punishments to people, you should not burn somebody as a punishment. You get something simple. As the punishment, you can talk, that person has done a mistake, but don't give these heavy punishments, like burning people's arms, the faces, the legs. Is that okay? Then we also have harassing children. Harassing children. Like here at school, most of you can come and say, but you know what? This one has said I should not pray with them. This one has said I should not sit with them. This one said I should not sit in the room with them. So that is harassing children. Harassing children. Like here we have our classroom. They can tell you that sit 3 on each bench. Then wherever you come to sit here, they say, don't sit with that. You come sit with the other group, they say, go. You want to sit in the other group, they say, go. You want to sit near the other, they also say, go. So that is what we call harassing. Harassing children. Or you find that like their children are in homes whereby they are harassed. Like those ones who stay with some bad stepmothers. They will tell you, even when you eat food, don't sit at the dining table with us. They will say, go and sit on the veranda. If they are going for shopping, they will say, for you stay home. They are not going to buy for anything. They are going to have something good for you. They will say, stay behind. So that all the time you are isolated. That's what we call harassing children. Now we are going to read through our work. As we said, children needs. We say that children needs are the things that children should have to live happily. And we looked at examples of the children needs, examples of what children should have to live happily. We have love, food, medical care, clothes, water, and education. Then from there, we said if the child is denied some of those things, is what we call child abuse. And then we have the question, what is child abuse? And we define the term child abuse as child abuse is when a child is denied his or her rights. And we looked at the forms of child abuse. kidnapping, forced marriage, rape, denial of food, burning of children, harming children. Is that okay? Now, we'll stop here. You're going to have our work written in our books, and we shall do the activity given at the end. In case of any question, here we are not understood, I know at home you're with your parents, your elder brothers and sisters, you can ask them. They guide you wherever you have not understood. Thank you very much.